So I haven't made a video in a really long time, and I'm only really making this for one reason, and it's because this video kind of blew up. They're reacting to RL trade post ones. It has 4,000 views, which might not be a lot for a lot of people, but for me, that's like the highest viewed channel or video on my channel by a landslide. And I noticed in the comments, because I still get them, even though this video was made 2 years ago, about people just trying to open their trades and do stuff on RL Garage. So I decided I should make a video teaching everybody some of the basics of things. I'm not the best suited for this. There are better people, but I have turned nothing into like a few $100s in trading, so I have a little bit of experience. I know some of the ins and outs, and I just want to teach you guys that stuff. So I think I'm going to break this video into 3 parts. The first one is going to be pricing. I'm just going to teach you guys a little bit about how to price your items and some nuances you need to know. I'm also going to teach you guys about where you can find trades, some useful sources, websites, what type of stuff you can expect on there. And then finally, I'm going to teach you guys about how to conduct yourselves in a trade and just kind of make sure it goes smoothly. When it comes to pricing, I think everyone's kind of familiar with the fact that there are spreadsheets and a number of websites that display ranges of what the item is really worth, or the item you have is worth. So these are really just that. They are ranges, they are rough estimates. You know, it's very rare that you're going to find somebody that is actually willing to pay in this range. And you'll find like some items, like the white octane, is worth 13 to 14,000, but you're rarely going to find someone selling and trying to buy in this range. You know, there's a lot of people trying to go above and below, and the market is always fluctuating. And what you see here is not always the true price of the item. Sometimes it's above, sometimes it's below. And if you really want to find that, like, value, look up what it went for in the past. You know, go on RL Trades and or RL Garage and just see what it went for. Check Reddit, see what it went for, things like that. So there's 3 really big sources I would say are the most common for trading. The first one is going to be RL Garage. I think it's the most common and the most heard of. There's a few pros and cons to it. It's very fast. It's very easy to get into and kind of understand. They have a lot of stuff here, but I've noticed that the people you kind of sell to, your clientele, if you will, is really like very aggressive. You know, there's a lot of people trying to underpay, a lot of people trying to get overpays, and they're not really budgeable. They really do not like to give on their stuff at all. So you kind of, I think of RL Garage as a way to kind of fast unload my items. Like if I found something and I just don't really want to hold on to it that long, or I just want to get rid of it quickly, or just try to flip my money as fast as possible, I will come to RL Garage. If you're really trying to make a good profit or even just get a good deal, RL Garage just really is not the place. There's just a lot of people trying to get way more money for their stuff than it's actually worth, and it's just not a fun place. I think a lot of you might have that experience if you have a little bit. Some features it has, you know, you can kind of message people, makes things nice. You can link it to a whole bunch of different accounts at the same time. If you have your platforms, you know, I saw this in the comments. People want to do that stuff. You can add your console and stuff like that. Hopefully I just didn't DDoS myself with that, but whatever. Alright, this is another big one. It's Reddit. I think that this overall is the best trading method. This is a very good subreddit, for example, Rocket League Exchange. I use it many times, even when I was cashing out and when I was going from Xbox to PC. They have an Anything Goes thread that will help you with that. I can make, you know, video, answer comments if you guys have questions about that type of stuff. But what I found on here is quite commonly a lot of people are more relaxed. They are much more willing to negotiate. They're much more professional. A lot less toxicity here. It's just a really good place to get solid value. People are really like down to negotiate. You can see people saying like good price. They just want them gone. Like, you know, it's just a much smoother experience. So that's like your pros there. They're just nicer. People will give you price checks, what you think it's worth if you just don't know what a cert adds to it or something like that. The bigger downside, I would say, is that when you comment, you have a delay. So they're trying to prevent spam, obviously, because if you think of RL Garage and your messages, people get very spammy and aggressive. So what they do here is they try to put like a 5-minute delay between your comments, so it can make trading very long. And there's a lot of posts on here, so sometimes your trade might get lost. And so overall, this process just takes longer. So you really do have to have that time investment, and you won't be making as many trades. So if you're trying to just make a lot of profit as fast as possible, this might not be your thing, but overall it is the best. And most of my best deals and my coolest items have come from Reddit. Like if you're trying to find sets or find people to buy your sets, or just have a really niche item, Reddit is definitely your place to go, because you will find a lot more people here, and there's a lot more stores, and it's just a lot more organized, I think, and the people are much kinder overall. Alright, so the third place I would say you can kind of find solid trades in a decent amount of time, I think it's like the middle ground between RL Garage and Reddit, is on your individual systems like community page. So I don't know about PlayStation, but for Xbox, Rocket League does have a community hub, same with Steam, and on here you have tons of different people just listing trades, just like you would see on Reddit. I've noticed you have a nice combination of some toxic people, some nice people, some fast trades, some slower trades. It's kind of like the middle ground. If you notice that RL Garage just really isn't suiting you and Reddit just takes too long, I would try and check out this and see what it does for you. I know this isn't like the only option, but these are the options I all used and had a lot of efficiency with, and I can really recommend them from personal experience. Alright, so finally I'm going to talk about how to conduct yourself within a trade. You've noticed probably by now I've mentioned toxicity a lot, and there are a lot of people on the community who just really want to make good trades. If you don't give them what they want, they kind of just, are aggressive towards you, and you just don't want to trade with them anymore. And personally, when I see trades that say, like, I want exactly this number of credits, I'm not budging, I know my price, I know my values, I'm instantly unappealed to trade with that person at all. Like, if I run into that person again, and even if it's like a solid deal, I just don't want to trade with them because I've seen their toxicity and I don't want to be involved with it. I just feel like I'm going to get my time wasted. So these are the types of people that you kind of want to avoid, and just don't be toxic. If a trade works out or doesn't work out, be respectful, be kind, because that same person might come back and be like, that guy was nice, I have a good deal, maybe I'll go to him first. And I've had that happen to me a few times. I've witnessed a few other channels talking about that. It really is a thing that happens. So if you are nice and respectful, good things are going to happen to you. And even if someone is toxic towards you, just block them. Don't trade with them ever again. They're missing out on the good deals that you have. And just keep moving forward. So if I didn't answer all of your questions and you're looking for something just a little bit more specific, I think Hovering Banana is a great channel to find that information. I don't think he has any of that like high energy YouTube BS, like where people are just kind of like annoying to watch. He just really gets to the point and makes really quality videos, and he's where I learned a lot of my trading information and like where to go, how to like contact people. He covers a lot of scam stuff. He's just a really great, trustable channel overall. He has some really cool nothing to somethings and stuff to watch. So if you do have more questions, he probably has the answers, and I highly recommend checking his channel out. So thank you for everyone that did watch this far. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, something like that, and I'll see you guys another day.